Hey, what's up, foodie family? I hope you are all doing really well and have had an amazing week. This week we are going to be making Korean fried chicken. Trust me, you're going to want to hang around for this one. Let's just get straight into it. It's mind-blowingly good. So without further ado, let's go. Okie dokie, it is time to get saucy. Into a pan, you want to place 50 grams of soft brown sugar, 3 cloves of minced garlic, 10 grams of sesame oil, 35 grams of dark soy sauce, 100 grams of ketchup, 60 grams of gochujang, and 80 grams of honey. I think I got there in the end. Now it's real darn simple. Put that mixture onto a medium heat and just boil that all together until you've got a thick boy.
Thick with like 17 C's.
And that should take anywhere between 3 to 4 minutes. And just in case you didn't get the ingredients, I'll put them all down in the description for you, so go check them out there. Once your thick boy is ready, it's time to prepare the chicken. In order to do this, you need to find the joints in the middle of your chicken wings. This is something your butcher can do, so you can ask them to do that, but I've done it myself. Once you've done that to all of your chicken wings, you want to throw them brothers into a big bowl. Grating on some ginger, put on a pinch of salt, a crack of black pepper, and finish that with some brown rice wine vinegar. Give that all a mix up, and you are good to go. Let that sit for 30 minutes and then prepare your corn flour. Corn flour, salt and pepper, that is it. It is very simple. Toss those chicken wings
vigorously
in that mix and then you are ready to fry. In a large deep-sided pan, half fill it with vegetable oil. Do not overfill this, we don't want the oil to boil over. Once your oil has reached 175 degrees Celsius, we can start to fry the chicken in batches. The first batch we want to fry for about 3 to 4 minutes. We just want to get a light colour on there. And then after that, we're going to go in for a second fry at 175 degrees Celsius for a further 3 to 4 minutes. This time we're going for a deep golden colour. So key points to remember here. Half fill your pan with vegetable oil. No more, you don't want it to boil over. Frying in batches, small batches, and do not overcrowd the pot. And then you're going to be Gucci. Toss your chicken wings into a bowl, coat
Generously
with your Gochujang sauce, and then you are ready to serve them up. Once the chicken wings are completely coated in your Gochujang sauce, chuck them into a bowl to serve up. If I was you, just mound them high. Because when I tell you, you will not be able to only eat a couple of these. I mean it. So really, get a fair portion in that bowl. This step is completely optional, but I just topped it with some sesame seeds and crushed peanuts and a little bit of very, very finely sliced spring onions. Alright, it is now the moment of truth. I have not had these in ages, so I'll be interested to see if I manage to recreate what I had. There isn't really many words. Man, that's so good. The gochujang paste is given a heat. It's not a spice, it's a gentle heat, and then the honey and the sugar with the sweetness. You can taste the sesame oil a little bit, despite there only being 1 tablespoon in the entire recipe. That dry brine with the ginger and the vinegar has made the chicken just taste absolutely amazing. Wow. But boy, have I got a surprise for you. We are going to be making the absolute best. That is quite a bold statement. It might not be the best. but we are going to be making a Korean fried chicken sandwich. So,
hang around for this.
Let's get straight into it. So as we know, for any good sandwich, we need
an amazing loaf of bread.
And for this one, I'm making Japanese milk bread. Into a pan, you want to combine 70 grams of water and 25 grams of plain flour. The idea is to make a thick paste. This will not take long at all, maximum about 2 minutes. Into the bowl of a stand mixer, you want to throw 300 grams of bread flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, and chuck on your spiral attachment. Sorry, your dough hook. Once that's done, it is time to prepare your yeast mixture. Into a jug, you want to put 120 millilitres of lukewarm whole milk, 38 degrees Celsius that is, 40 grams of caster sugar, and 2 teaspoons of active dry yeast. Let that sit for 10 minutes to rise, as you're seeing here in the video. Once your yeast mixture is ready, it's time to incorporate it into our flour. Turn your stand mixer onto a medium speed and pour in all of your milk mixture. Continue mixing on the medium speed for 3 to 4 minutes until the dough starts to form a rough dough. Once this has happened, you want to throw in 40 grams of melted butter, 1 whole egg, and the tangzong paste that you made earlier. Mix this for a further 5 minutes until you have a nice smooth dough. It's worth noting that this dough is quite a wet dough, it isn't a rich dough, so don't worry if it is a tad on the wet side. Once your dough is ready, you want to place it into a large oiled bowl. After that, you want to wrap it in some cling film and give it a name. Now it's time to leave this to rest at room temperature for 1 to 2 hours or until doubled in size. Once your dough is doubled in size, you want to divide it into 8 equal pieces, and now it's time to form them into burger bun shapes. So take one piece, pop your hand on top of it, keep in contact with the work surface at all times, just roll it around in a ball and you'll get a perfect tight burger bun. Let them prove to double in size, brush them with egg wash, chuck them in the oven at 180 degrees for about 12 minutes and you should have some beautiful Japanese milk bread. Brush that with melted butter when it comes out the oven and oh my, just look at these things. Now the bread's out of the way, let's move on to the chicken. Into 300 grams of buttermilk, you want to throw 4 skinless boneless chicken thighs and give that all a good mix up. Let that sit for 30 minutes to 1 hour. Frying this is exactly the same as the chicken wings. Same corn flour mix, same temperature oil, just double check that the chicken's cooked in the middle before serving. I'm making a Korean style slaw to go in this burger. So if you want to make that, it's really simple. Slice yourself up 1 white cabbage, throw that into a bowl, along with 2 tablespoons of mayo, 1 tablespoon of gochujang paste. Really, that's kind of like a preference thing. You want it a bit spicy, put a little bit more in. I chucked a little bit more in mine, but you do you. You don't want it too spicy, you don't want it too overpowering. Give that a mix up, and that there is your Korean style slaw. It is the time we have all been waiting for. The time to assemble our Korean fried chicken sandwich. So at the bottom, put a healthy amount of that Korean slaw that we made. 1 of your chicken thighs, some finely sliced spring onions, and then pop your other burger bun on top. That's it. It's beautiful, it's simple, it's delicious. There you have it. Japanese milk bread, Korean style slaw, spring onions, and your fried chicken. Cheers. Just trust me. You have to go and make this and try this to understand just quite how good that is. If you like fried chicken, this is going to blow everything else you ever had right out the water. That is like That is some serious stuff, man. Go and treat yourself. And just go and make that. You'll be doing yourself a favour. That's it for this week's video. So I'll see you guys in the next one.